It's arguably one of the best Disney games ever made, and I'm gonna show you what it is right now. What is this? Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Layman Video Gamer. I am Scott Galaxy, and today I have a great game for you. Not just a great game, a great video game for you. And it comes on the Sega CD, and it is arguably one of the best Disney video games of all time, and I have to agree, I believe it really is. It really is one of the classic Disney games ever made, and it came on the Sega CD, and well, here it is. Mickey Mania. Now this game I got from eBay. It cost me about $31, and you could probably find it on the market around that price. If it's complete in box, if it's brand new, you can probably find it around 65, 75 bucks, but mine is in pristine condition. It even has the wonderful styrofoam in it, and the disc is wonderful. Now, I'll just show you what it looks like, and you can decide for yourself. Is this the best Disney video game of all time? I think you'll agree with me that it is. Let's take a look.
Mickey Mania! The timeless adventures of me, Mickey Mouse!
So here we go. This is Mickey Mania. If you're not excited with that opening for Mickey Mouse himself, then this game probably isn't for you.
Steamboat Willie!
So this game came out in 1994. It did come out on multiple platforms. It came out for Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Sega CD, and also on Sony PlayStation, the PAL version anyway. It is a platformer. It's a one-player game only, so don't expect to play this with your friend, family, relatives, or any significant other or people you may hate, if that's what you're into. But the levels are based from the following classic Disney Mickey Mouse cartoons. As you see here, you start in the cartoon Steamboat Willie. This was actually, I believe, the first cartoon, possibly, for Mickey Mouse, back in 1928, nearly 90 years ago. It is followed in the next level by the Mad Doctor, which you'll see here in a little bit, and the band concert came out in 1935. Now this level is found on every version except for the Super Nintendo version.
Woo! Woo!
The fourth level is based on Moose Hunters. There is also Lonesome Ghosts. Both of those were in 1937. And then you follow that with Mickey and the Beanstalk, which was a cartoon back in 1947, and The Prince and the Pauper, which was way far up, 43 years further along, that came out in 1990. Now this game was originally planned to be released as part of Mickey's 65th birthday celebration that Disney was doing, but because it only would have allowed for about 6 months of development, the idea kind of just went away. So they ended up releasing this game much later than that, a year later in fact, after Mickey's 65th birthday, or as I like to call it, Mickey's 66th birthday.
The Mad Doctor!
Now, like I said, this game came out on multiple platforms, and they all kind of differ in their own special way, I guess. To me, the Sega CD version is the best version. I know that the Sony PlayStation has better 3D backgrounds, etc., etc. But we here in the States did not get the PAL version. We did not get that version here. So for me, this is the best version. I have seen it if you're really interested to see what the PlayStation brings to the table for Mickey Mania, which by the way was not called Mickey Mania. It was actually called Mickey's Wild Adventure. So if you were in a PAL region, you got to see that version of the Sony PlayStation. So what are the differences? Well, in the Super Nintendo version, they don't have the hidden band concert level, and the staircase sequence, which is in the Mad Doctor level, is missing. As well as a few special effects and in some of Pluto's appearances. You'll see he appears quite a bit in this game, as well as some ending level sequences aren't there. Now, the most notable that the Sega CD version or the Mega CD version and the PlayStation version have over their 16-bit counterparts is you have all of the voice samples and extensive dialogue that are relevant to the situations throughout the game. But for my money, it's the Sega CD version that really does this game justice because of the soundtrack, because of the voice acting, because of the enhanced graphics. To me, that's what makes this stand above the rest, and it just really is a beautiful game. Now, once you get playing this game, you'll realize it's not as easy as you would think. You know, this is quite a challenging game. You only have a limited number of continues, unless you find, of course, special icons in the game itself to give you extra continues, but they are limited. So be aware, you will be playing this for a while, or at the very least, you will be quite frustrated because you can only get to stage 2 knowing that there are 4 or 5 other levels behind it. Now, how was this game received? Well, it was much better received on the Mega CD or Sega CD and the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, which always seems to be true when it comes to Disney games. I always found that Disney games were much better on the Sega Genesis or Sega CD, so it stays true, I believe, with this game, obviously, as well. So as far as Disney games go, this to me is tops. I can't think of another Disney game that makes me feel the way that this one does. This one is nostalgic, it's got great gameplay, it's one of the better platformers that I've played on the Sega CD for sure, and they took their time with the graphics. The graphics are really enhanced on this, and that really makes this game stand out and pop. And in fact, while I was playing this game, recording this game for you and also this video, it made me want to go watch all the old cartoons, so that's exactly what I did. And if you're really interested, go to YouTube, you can do a search for any of these old Mickey Mouse cartoons and you can watch them. Obviously the older ones are shorter, so bon appetit. And there you have it. That is Mickey Mania for Sega CD.
Game's over. Try again.
So there you have it, that is Mickey Mania, the timeless adventures of Mickey Mouse. It's a classic not only on Sega CD, but it's a classic in its own right for all of the video game consoles. To me, to this day, it's still the best, certainly the best Mickey Mouse game I've ever played, and the soundtrack and the audio quality is, like I said, second to none. So as always, if you're a collector, you should definitely get this. You'll love it. Your kids will love it, your wife will love it, your husband will love it. It's just a fantastic game. So that's it for today. I will see you next week on the Layman Video Gamer, and I'm gonna go play some more Mickey Mania. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna try to finish it by next week when I see you next time. So we'll see you next time, and I'll give you an update.